Alright, what's going on guys, it's your boy Iz here. Today I'm going to be bringing you a video on how I make my thumbnails. What I use is Photoshop. Now when you open it, you're going to want to click on File, New, and for thumbnails normally I do 1080p, but if it's a large file size then you can go for 720, so 1280 by 720, and just wait for this to load up. Alright, I'm going to just take a print screen by pressing the Windows key and PRT-SC on the keyboard, and you'll see that it's right. So obviously if you've got a triple monitor set up, then that's going to show up with the 3 monitors. Alright, if you press Ctrl and T on your thing, it will select the whole thing, and if you press Shift, that'll keep the actual size of the window. Now if you click on the layer here on the right hand side and press Ctrl, you can move the image slight parts at a time. Alright, and then if you press Ctrl and O, that will fit it to the size of the screen. So it might look like it's too zoomed in, but it's not. So Ctrl and 0, and that will fit to the thing. What I normally do is make sure you're selected on the main layer, go to Filter, and then Blur, and then Gaussian Blur. And you just want to have a light blur in the background, maybe 1.9. That just gives it a nice effect in the background, and it just makes it so you can see everything and it's not too blurred. And then click on this little text here, the little T, and choose a font that you want. I've got the font called the bold font. This is a really nice looking font, so I'm just going to type how I make my, and then press the little thing here, and then Ctrl and T, and then Shift and drag it to the size you want. And then on the second one, I'm going to write thumbnails. I'm just going to hope that this is alright. There we go. For now we'll just have this black so we can see where the text actually is. And what you're going to want to do is go to thumbnails, Ctrl and T, and then when you drag it freehand, you'll see that this purple line comes up, and that just means that you're the right size and it's aligned up with everything. Alright, so now that's done, make sure you hold down Ctrl, make sure the second part of text is selected, click on both of them and then press Ctrl and E. That will merge the two together, and then you can press Ctrl and T and just move it to whichever size you want. Now if you double click on here, it will come up with this here. Now if you click on drop shadow, that'll sort of create a shadow that's behind the thing. So have it on 3, actually this depends on your preference, and darkness as well, so I'm probably going to have 70. And then we'll have a little bit of stroke, a little bit of size, sorry, and a little bit less spread. Right, and then click OK. And then actually no, because we need to do a colour overlay as well of white. Notice how you can now see your text. Ctrl and T, and at the same time, press Ctrl, select the text layer, and then the background. Don't click layer 1, make sure you've selected the background, and then you'll see this taskbar at the top here, and you click the align horizontal centers and align vertical centers. That'll make it centered, and if you want you can just make the text a little bit higher. I'm just going to move this a little bit, maybe not. I'm going to go into Google and I'm going to add a Photoshop logo. Let's just go for this one. Just copy the image, you don't need to actually save it. And Ctrl T. drag it to the right size, put it on a bit of an angle as well, and then press accept button. And then double click there and add the drop shadow, and if you want you can add a stroke as well. I'm gonna make it white and inside, see what that looks like. Might make it outside actually. No, I'm not gonna have a stroke actually, right. And I'm gonna press Ctrl and J on the keyboard while I selected the Photoshop layer, and that'll just duplicate it a few times. And I'm gonna put it all around the screen. Make it a little bit smaller in some places. And what you can do is press on this little button here, it looks like fold a piece of paper, drag it underneath the thumbnails layer and also all these Photoshop layers as well, and choose the colour that you want. I'm going to go with this sort of blue here, and then come to brushes here and make sure you've got a feathered brush selected and make the size a bit bigger. You just want to do a few blotches. This will probably be the right size. A few blotches just all around the screen.
Start with inhale, exhale. Inhale deeply, rise onto your toes, and stretch arms up. Exhale.
Right.
Lower the heels.
What you can do then is go to overlay,
Again.
or even
Inhale and
screen.
stretch high.
I'm gonna leave it normal, I think. Yeah, and I'm just gonna colour the background with the text so it stands out a bit more, and then behind the Photoshop logos as well. Alright, there we go. Now click Save As, and then click on this little drop down here and choose PNG or JPEG, whichever one you want. I'm gonna go with PNG because I've got some transparent things here. Then I'm gonna title it How I Make My Thumbnails. Press cap locks, but I don't care. Right, and then click OK. And there you go, that's your thumbnail done. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Like, comment and subscribe. Been getting really good ratings at the minute, it's helped me out a lot, like I've said in the past few videos. So hope you all enjoyed, hope you found this useful, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.